Hey guys, with the release of Minecraft 1.18, I thought it would be a good idea to cover some of the best texture and resource packs you can use on this version. The changes in the latest version aren't too big, so most of your older texture packs should still be compatible. But if you'd like to look at any of the packs I'm about to mention, you can find the download links in the description below. Remember that you can also ignore any incompatibility warnings that show up. First up, we have cherry trees. It makes some big changes to the savanna biome, making it more pink in color. It's mostly noticeable on any foliage, and acacia trees have also been replaced with cherry trees, which should also be pink. All the items that you can create from acacia wood, like doors, boats, signs, and planks, have also been given a cherry overhaul. The developer also created a pack that allows you to transform birch forests instead if you want to keep the savanna biome intact. You can use something like improved fences to make fences look more homely. The models have been changed, and they're inspired by the fences from Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod, so you might even recognize them from some of my other videos. You can also stack them on top of each other for a nice design. Mineco Renewed is a continuation of an older pack, which was discontinued a while ago. It aims to stay true to Minecraft while giving it a more industrial and rugged feeling. If you've been playing Minecraft for a long time, you might even get a sense of nostalgia, as the pack's style is very reminiscent of how lots of packs were designed years ago. The pack is mostly complete, and you can expect to find most aspects of the game overhauled. SapixCraft is one of the most popular packs available on Planet Minecraft. It instead gives a more cartoon-styled look to the game, with some smooth textures which work really well. The pack is really consistent overall, with it often featuring some harsh lines as its style. You can build off the pack too, as there's different add-ons available to download, which can give it a Christmas theme or better swords with the PvP add-on. It's also available for users on Bedrock. Minimal armor can be used to make your Minecraft skin more visible if you're wanting to show it off. Your chest and legs should be less hidden when you're wearing armor after installing this pack, as a full set will only really cover your shoulders and shins. If you're wearing gold equipment, then a gold helmet will become a crown. Recrafted Mobs will add more creatures to the game, which all come from within Minecraft's universe. Included are mobs from Minecraft Dungeons, Dungeons Arcade, Earth, Education Edition, and Bedrock Edition. With it being a texture pack, no mechanics or stats of these creatures are changed, but you can find them all spawning naturally within your world. There's possibly close to 100 new mob creatures in the pack, which should really help when it comes to variety and immersion. One simple change comes with the Cassettes resource pack. With it enabled, all of your music discs will be turned into cassette tapes instead, with each one still being distinguishable. For a lower resolution and more pixelated style, try out Super Mario Craft. It's influenced by different Mario games, like Super Mario 64, Super Mario Bros., Mario Galaxy, and more. Out of all the Mario packs available, this one's the most popular, and you can understand why when you look at the amount of work that's gone into this pack. There's even dozens of custom items available, like swords, armor, and shields, which can all be collected by renaming items. You can change the textures of an Elytra with Bonelytra texture pack. It simply gives the Elytra a more spooky and deathly theme, with it now looking like it's made from bones. Cat People is an interesting one. It turns a lot of mobs in your world into cats, with it currently changing villagers, witches, illagers, wandering traders, zombie villagers, iron golems, and ravengers. There's also lots of different cat breeds that they can look like, such as serval, leopard, cheetahs, and tigers. Brewing Stand 3D can be used to improve the Brewing Stand. It looks a lot better than the basic-looking Brewing Stand in the vanilla game, with it now having a lot more detail. Giant villager hats will change the appearance of hats worn by the witch, as well as farmers, librarians, fishermen, fletchers, and shepherds. They're well modeled and look funny too. I covered Re-Archery a few months ago, but it's worth mentioning again. Firstly, the textures of bows, crossbows, and arrows have received some minor texture changes, although they might not be too noticeable. But if you have Optifine installed, then 16 arrows will now turn into a quiver instead. If you're sad about the Copper Golem not winning the mob vote, then you might like Copper Golem Anvil. It will replace your Anvil textures to mini anvils, which are accompanied by a Copper Golem. Using the included commands on the pack's page, you can place a Copper Golem on your head too. Awesome Armor makes changes to each armor type and tool. The biggest change comes to Netherite, which has some gold and diamond highlights. If you're using Optifine, it will have some new emissive textures too. Gold equipment has received a lot of changes too, with the helmet becoming a crown with hints of emerald on each armor piece and tool. The other tiers have received some smaller changes as well. Any Star Wars fans should try out the Horses to Speeders pack. Any horses in your world will look like a speeder bike from the franchise. The developer has provided a command too so that you can summon them without them wandering about on their own. Earth Golems will adjust the textures of any iron golems in your world. They look more alive, with them having a natural appearance almost like something out of Lord of the Rings. Lightning rods, which are a relatively new item, will look like copper pipes instead with this pack installed. It's going to be useful for some builds. By using a debug stick, you can rotate the pipes and connect them together however you'd like. Fuse Vanilla Plus pack is quite big, with it being over 50 megabytes in size. You might not notice changes right away as most textures are kept relatively similar so that it sticks to Minecraft style. But as you look down, you'll start to notice changes all over the place, with items like twigs, rocks, and petals all resting on grass blocks. Trees should look a bit bushier in general and also have some new colored leaves throughout different biomes. Lots of biomes have received some overhauls, like the swamp, which is now more purple with some glowing blocks, but you'll find lots of other small changes too. There isn't a full list of features on the pack's page yet, but from looking inside the files, there's changes to models, block states, and lots of new textures through renaming items with Optifine. Alternatively, there's Excalibur, which definitely fits more of an adventure or RPG style world. The changes are relatively noticeable, even though it still looks and feels like regular Minecraft. I'd say the textures are a higher resolution in general, even though it gives off a cartoon or styled vibe at the same time. A lot of interface elements will be changed too, with new fonts and all the windows being brown now. I think this pack is a great choice for a lot of people. As we move into winter in the Northern Hemisphere, you might want to try out the Christmas edition of Vanilla Editions. Firstly, stained glass now has lights hanging from them, with some being animated, and cakes have been changed to fit the season too. The same goes for some useful blocks like doors, chests, crafting tables, and furnaces. Some more changes include mobs receiving some festive changes like villagers, zombies, llamas, and wolves. Another awesome Elytra overhaul comes with Monarch Elytra. They look like butterfly wings with a hint of magma or lava to them. Glue search for colors makes textures look very minimalist, and I love it. The pack is labeled as being 70% finished, so there's still a few blocks and mobs which have their vanilla textures, but the developers are working hard. When you use this pack, it kind of feels like you're playing a really old game that's been remastered for today's technology, and it's 16 times resolution. It's already a popular pack, but I think it could really take off. Fence to Walls changes the textures of your wood fences so that they match other wall blocks in the game instead. They look pretty good, so maybe we could see these implemented into the vanilla game, as I'm sure they'd be useful. The Half-Life expansion pack will one day bring lots of elements from Half-Life into Minecraft, but as of right now it only replaces the creeper with the hound eye. It looks really cool and comes with some new sounds too when it explodes. JV Hats lets you rename carved pumpkins in an anvil to turn them into some different style hats. They're well modeled and some have animations too, like the propeller hat. Sadly, the names that you need to use aren't listed in the pack's description, so you might need to open the files to find them. Foliage Plus makes most of the plant life in your world more realistic. Instantly, you'll notice that regular grass and tall grass is a lot bushier and thicker. The same goes for wildflowers, which look more dense. Even when you're looking at bamboo, you can see the plant density has increased a lot. Some other changes you might notice are lower glass blocks, bushier leaves, and better potted plants. Head to a desert and you'll see that cactuses look more realistic. Or check out lily pads to see their new rotations. You'll find changes all over the place, like in caves or below the ocean. The Brewing Canvas is probably the most useful texture pack you can download. It replaces 2 of Minecraft's paintings, which come in different sizes. It will allow you to see all of Minecraft's potion recipes in-game, so you no longer have to keep Googling things. Better Campfire will switch up your campfire, so it's a circular shape instead. The wood appearance it usually has is removed too, as it will be made from stones now and looks a lot more detailed. This pack will change the appearance of your ores, so they now actually stick out of the stone. Even though they look very different to what we're used to in regular Minecraft, I still think it could be worth installing. Epic Adventures has more of a darker theme to it, but it's also got a sense of realism too. Animals have improved massively, with some interesting changes coming to models. I'd say mobs look scarier in general, especially looking at creepers and spiders. I quite like how smaller creatures are changed too, such as bees being turned into wasps. With the style of this pack, I'd say it would fit a map that might feature a plague in medieval times, just because of how gritty it looks in places. Out of most of the packs I've covered, I also think this has the best leaf blocks. With Crystallizing End, a lot of the end dimension has been changed so it's more purple, blue, and pink in color. You'll notice this in lots of locations, especially on the outer islands. Some textures will be a lot more emissive, which gives a new feeling to the dimension, with the Ender Dragon, chorus flowers, and even obsidian glowing brightly. You can further decorate the end with crimson and warped trees, which match the theme of the pack, and would really help you expand and build a cool looking base here. Vanilla-like 3D bottles will make all your bottles actually look good, with them being noticeable when you're holding them. But where this pack could be most useful is for decoration, as you can display them inside invisible item frames. With Fulbright, it never looks like it's dark in your world. The sky will go black, but all the blocks around you will remain lit up, making it a lot easier to travel during the night. Hostile mobs are still going to spawn though, and this effect doesn't work with my shaders. Moderna HD has been around for a few years now, and as the name suggests, it brings a modern appearance to Minecraft. Personally, I think it's better for creative mode than survival, as it's got a lot of blocks which go great for building architecture. There seems to be quite a few blocks waiting to be updated too, but the pack's still usable in survival. Visualized Enchanted books is very useful. It will replace the texture of every enchanted book, so each one is unique. The aim of this pack is to allow you to identify any enchantment without having to hover over it, with there being over 100 new textures included when taking levels into consideration. Dynamic audio isn't about textures, as it introduces sounds instead. There's lots of times you'll notice them, like when you're in caves, as there's 18 new sound effects for that. During different weather events, thunder, lightning, and rain should sound a lot more realistic. There's a lot more, like for different creatures and events, and some sounds even come from the Dynamic Surroundings mod. That's the end of our resource pack list. We're still really early into the release of 1.18, so expect to see a lot more content coming soon. In the meantime, I'm working on some mod videos which I hope to release soon.